Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 37 degree, what are we, I know it's Saturday, the 17th, I think it is, yeah, 17th of October. This has been our day, dark and drizzly. Here in the last hour or so, like off and on, the rain, but it's just, this is what we got. This is the way it's been since I got up this morning. Seemed like the sun took forever to rise this morning, and it already has that dark look. It just does that when it's these kind of days. I hear trains honking down on those main tracks. That's the only tracks near us, which is way down there, way on the other side of I-5. That's crazy that sound can echo up here. But as the winter months come, the leaves thin out in the trees, you'll hear more of those. You'll hear them really good in the dead of winter. But anyway, I doubt we're going on any walk or anything. I'll probably take Sasha around the yard or something, get booted up, some rain gear on or something, let her drag me around out here in the rain. Man, what a day. So what I think I'll do is well, I know I want to put that bolt in the XR70, and I'll take a look at. I know there's not a drain on that carburetor on that X90, so I think I literally have to take the carburetor off to drain it, or do the old-fashioned, flop it sideways on the ground and let it overflow that way. But when it does that, it can go right down the spigot and do the same thing. But and the old, I think the Z70 RD, I'm pretty sure that thing needs a carb clean too. I think that had some drivability issues as well. But anyway, it's been a while since I rode those things. Check tire pressures, and I'm not going to go ride them in the rain out here, but it'd be nice to get them so I can fire them up and make sure everything rumbles good. I don't know, just see what I feel like. Go out there and tinker with something out there in the garage, and do some indoor stuff on a rainy day. Got to find these little winter projects when it gets to raining. I think it's supposed to clear up like Monday and Tuesday, something like that, and the rain comes, and just as far as you can see, it's just rain, 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 rain. It's finally reached that time of year. But usually it holds off right until Halloween, and most of the time the kids can get through Halloween and have a nice Halloween, and then it's like the next night or even later that night the rain starts, and that's what it does for a while. There's always breaks here and there, but it's more rain than not. But anyway, such is life living in the Pacific Northwest. So anyway, the rain's gonna stop right now. That's a good feeling. It's not bouncing. The back of my hat has got that mesh stuff in it, and it goes right through that thing, and I feel it smacking my scalp right through the hat. That doesn't work very good for a rain hat. Plus, I got water speckles on my glasses, probably on my lens of this thing and everything else. But anyway, welcome to the day. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention: the two deer were sitting over there. I need to see if they have any corn left, so I can give them some corn. They always come and look. They've just cleared out the apples. Apples are just absolutely gone. So I think we need to get some more corn. I don't know if Kelly got it, because I think we got that at Tractor Supply. We haven't stopped there in a while. It's just too easy to order it through Walmart and have them deliver it, which we have a delivery coming today. But anyway, let's get in there where it's nice and warm and dry in the garage. Well, look who scratched on the door and came in and joined me. It's the old Danny Magoo. Oh, buddy. It was, yeah, I don't like that rain out there either. Said nobody was on the porch, so I came in here. So it's been probably a year, maybe. I don't know when I got this thing. Oh, I just now plugged it in. It was at 89%. So that's not bad, sitting there for that long. It only lost 11% of its battery power. But it probably has a lot of things with, these high-tech batteries, is they have a derating thing. They'll actually kick them back into a more safer area when it realizes you're not using it. says it'll take 19 minutes to get to 100%. And it's inputting 630 watts charging that thing. That's crazy. And there's a boost mode. You can make it go 1200 watts, but they say to, don't use that all the time for obvious reasons. You know what? I set that thing on the ground. I'm gonna be able to get the CRF past that thing. Because the mag cover's on the other side. I guess I don't really, all I need to do is just lean her off to one side. I never did show you guys that where it broke the hose. It literally snapped the fuel line. Snapped it. So I got the new, it's almost, basically it's touching that. But I got the new fuel line, the intake boot between the air filter and the intake of the carburetor, and the fuel line and the petcock. And that gentleman that returned that petcock because it was frozen, the second one came in and worked perfectly fine. Who knows? Something happened. But it's this one mag cover bolt right there. This one that's missing. I didn't, when I had that cover off, I didn't check to see if because I've seen these where people have pulled the threads out of the case. I didn't even pay attention. Oh yeah, look at that. It's gonna line right up. Grab a little 8mm ratchet and I'll put that thing back in there right quick. Hello there, Dior. That was easy peasy with my little Harbor Freight tools that haven't done anything wrong whatsoever. That's it right there. You're about to fall out of there. I just ran the zip tie between this plastic cover that's bolted to the tank just to hold it up. Gravity feed it up. But I think definitely needs a good bath. I never did verify. I'm telling you right now, that frame is cracked. That's gonna have to get fixed. Have to unplug all your electronics and isolate everything. The old X90. There's no, I think I rode it. Oh, you know what? The float bowl screws are on the top. I forgot. I think I think you actually have to take the slide off, loosen the float bowls, and spin it, and you can knock them out. Them crazy old hose clamps. I forgot about them goofy looking things. That's crazy. Yeah, because it's not gonna, you're gonna have to twist it because it's not gonna come. Well, I guess it could twist it out the other side too, and to spin it enough that the float bowl clears all the jets and whatnot. You probably could do that without undoing the slide on it. Crazy. It's nuts how many miles I put on one of those. I mean, an insane amount of miles. It's crazy. I mean, I lived on that thing. I mean, every single morning. Even when it was snowing. The only time I didn't go out was when I was sick. My mom wouldn't let me go out. But I'd take a ride every single morning. And I'd do it before school. Of course, in the summertime, I just lived on it. It's weird, all them years of riding that thing. And then when my brother got old enough to ride, that was probably in 79 or 80. No, because I had moved out when I first, ventured out on my own. My brother started riding that thing, and then my dad was telling me that the thing quit running. And who knows, they probably put straight gas in it or something. Then my dad took it to that Suzuki shop. They're off of Washington Way. It's not there. It hasn't been there for geez, probably 30 or 40 years. Probably about 30 something years. Yeah, I think it was still in the 80s. So it could have been 40 or just shy of 40. That's nuts. They were gone. He started riding it before I left home. I think what I was doing, I was chasing Kelly around all the time, and or whoever, and I just wasn't home that much because I was still in school, because we had an open campus, and I was going over to the Honda and Yamaha shop and bugging them, for a job. So that was a couple years. So that was, geez, 1980? That was 1980. That sounds about right. But anyway, I went by there, and all the bikes out back were gone. Walked by the store because I went right past that store to get to the Honda and Yamaha shop. And seeing everything's gone, I walked by, looked in the windows. The store was empty. My dad never could get a hold of anybody. They stole my X90. Just think that thing's floating around somewhere. But that's back in the days where you didn't title anything. You just had an MSO, and we never street legalized it or anything. So, which you could. You could. It was a street legal motorcycle. And back then, turn signals were not required. Just flashback of memories. Man, oh man. The miles and miles and miles. I could sit here and just stare at that thing and use up the whole video. I'd just get lost in a memory. Probably need to dump that gas and refresh it. I need to look in that tank, make sure everything's good in there too. Yeah, let me tinker with this thing here. Very interesting carburetor. Things I don't remember from way back when. It doesn't actually have a slide needle on it. Look how the spring is sideways in it going in the bore. And boy, that thing was stuck on the intake manifold quite tight. There's the air box and the little screen. So I think I'm just going to pull the tank off and just dump it and start off with fresh fuel. Because that's the same fuel that's in there since Ryan gave it to me. It just smells flat. That's the nice thing about premix fuel. It doesn't go as bad as easy. So the fuel in the float bowl evaporated over time, and it just left pure oil. That's that Honda HP2. It's a synthetic injector oil. What a cute little fart. Wow. It's very strange. It doesn't use a needle. But I'll just go through everything and just give her a quick flush out and take the tank off and dump that. But yeah, how odd. And I mean, this thing is some kind of heavy. I mean, it's crazy. I wish I had something to weigh it with. I guess Kelly's got some scales in there for her paint mixing and stuff, or wherever those ceramics, all those things are. It's got to be certain grams of this, certain grams of that. Very interesting, though. I don't remember. I just draw a blank when I look at that carburetor. I don't remember even seeing that thing. It's cool, though. I don't even know what the brand name is. Do they even say on it? It doesn't even say. Oh, it just got a number. Oh, it does say over there. Oh man, I can't make it out. I don't have my. I just got my little cheesy things. Oh, it's a Dell'Orto. Holy moly. Made in Italy. Imagine that. A motorcycle built in Italy with an Italian carburetor on there. Probably says it on the float, and I could have seen that early. Yeah, it says it right across the float. Dell'Orto. Alright, we'll just give her a quick little fluff and buff here and get that tank off and purge that thing of some old fuel. I'm trying to think, got some, well, Callie wants to do a bonfire. Well, that's not safe putting actual fuel on it. That can be crazy dangerous. Cross that idea out. Did that once on a camping trip with our first child, Ashley, and she was still in, like one of the walking crib things that actually became, I think, pseudo baby seats at the time. They weren't any kind of safety thing, but I goofed around. I poured the gas, and I don't think I could find the matches or whatever, so I walked out there after a bit. I didn't realize that the air was so calm. This was out at Sand Lake, just outside of not Tacoma, but Tillamook, Oregon. And anyway, I go over there and a woof, and that thing, the fumes were all laying on the ground. It just, this big fire circle. It's coming out. And that Kelly was just coming out of the tent, and you never seen anybody move so fast. She looked like Superman going across there, and whoop, grabbed her off the ground. Oh, she was mad at me. I think she cussed me up one side and down the other. I probably deserved it. But that's the last time I tried to light anything with gasoline. That was, geez, a long time ago. Probably late 86, early 87. A long time ago. Alright, so the tank's empty. And, geez, I think there was easily a gallon in that thing. I rode that thing all that time, and that's all I got out of it. I need to get rid of that thing, because I can smell the fumes coming off of it. And off of this, but got the seat and everything off of it. Super easy to do. There's a strap that's supposed to go around the back of this thing and hooks here, but Ryan could never find it. But the seat sits on it so stiff, it's not going anywhere. Pretty simplistic frame, isn't it? It's just literally 3 tubes. One across the top, one going down the middle, a little backbone one. And it's, the engine is just held in the frame. And the engine's not a stress member of the frame. It's just kind of sitting in there, hanging off. But then these things went around for years. A lot of people had tons and tons of fun on them. I know I sure did. Holy moly. Alright. Let's get this thing finished up and get this gas out of here. So little X90. Got our capitulator all clean. I think I'm going to put it together tonight because I don't want to dry it off in here, not this time of night. And so I just did it right outside the door in a pan out there. But doing that, it has some moisture on it. I just want to make sure it completely dries out. None of the jets were even close to being plugged, which, like I say, is one of those things you see with a premixed fuel. And now I'm going to put that super unleaded non-ethanol and premix with that Honda HP2. It's a full synthetic 2-stroke blend, and a little hoggin' doggin'. Hopefully we'll get some nice weather. I'm not going to ride this thing in the mud and the rain. Absolutely not. I know what they look like when they get all dirty. Actually, my son Ryan knows what it looks like, because he sent some pictures. That thing was a mess. He put in a tremendous amount of work on this thing. I mean, it's crazy what he did. Once he gave it to me for Father's Day, geez, that's over 2 years ago. That's crazy. 2.5 years. Man. But anyway, get a dry spot and we'll go ripping up and down the road with it. Remember, we got that lower gearing on there. The rear sprocket's so big I couldn't even put the chain guard back on, or the splash guard thing, like that. That's all right. I can finally get to fourth gear. Ryan said he didn't even know it had a fourth gear. Well, yeah, it's a 4-speed. They'll rip right along. I don't remember what top speed was on them, but they cooked. I remember, those old country roads in Texas. I just bombed right along. Luckily, I never had any road crashes on it that I recall anyway. I did. I hit a car. I went across the hood. So I guess technically that was a road crash, but it wasn't me goofing around and getting out of control and crashing. I got out of control all right when I hit an Impala. And big old 70s cars, they didn't move. I don't know if that car even knew I hit it. Sure mangled up the bumper and stuff on it, the right front quarter panel. And then I mangled up the hood when I bounced across it. The bike just stopped. Wham! I don't remember the damage on it or how it got fixed. I just don't even recall. Dad probably, these old forks here, you can, if they're not kinked, you can straighten them back out. My dad probably took the forks to work or something and had one of the guys hook it up. But good times, though. The fondest of memories on one of these things. Man, like I said earlier, I flat rode the wheels off of one of these things. And in my mind, I walk out here and I see my old motorcycle. I don't think of it as another one. But it's cool. I think I've only seen one other one this color ever. Of course, I've seen some pictures of them, but not in person. And then when I seen, it was at some old swap meet, and it was haggard. The tank had big dents and had big scratches in it. It was rusted. The tank, in my eyes, was junk. And this one's, got a couple little scuffies here and there. But, little dings, and then that's always normal because the way the adjustable bars, so you could collapse it and stash it in the back of your truck. It was a big thing to have a truck camper back in those days. You put that thing in your trunk. Oh, one thing I was going to mention too. This is a float bowl vent, and I thought I seen another one. Oh, well, that's kind of I don't think that would serve as one. I don't know where that blew through. I think it is actually another float bowl vent. But with this, you can literally lay it all the way on its side. And that's literally how we drain carburetors on old two-strokes. Because a lot of those things had no drain bolts on the bottom. You just lay it on its side with the fuel turned off, and the float will overflow and literally drizzle it all out. Enough out that, you're not going to have, a whole bowl of premix two-stroke, evaporate the gas and leave the oil in there. That's a plug Fallon situation there. Yeah, you don't want to start that thing. That's why I was afraid to start it. It's been a while. But anyway, be glad to get that done. Then the next endeavor is a little Z50 CY. Kind of the same thing as the XR70. It got really hard to keep it idling. And yeah, again, probably valves and a good old-fashioned carb clean. I've never taken the carb off of it. I don't know what Ryan did. Ryan gave me that thing for, I don't know if he gave it, I think it was a Father's Day years ago. This is when we still lived in Silver Lake. He was a wee little tyke back then. And he did all these odd jobs to, he always had cool RC cars and bicycles and scooters and little dirt bikes and all kinds of stuff. He'd go mow lawns, do whatever people wanted. There was this guy there was this old barn off of Spirit Lake Highway between Silver Lake and Tootle, not Toledo, Tootle. And this old man says they give him however much money if they go out there and knock the barn down. So they're going through there, clearing stuff out, and there's this motorcycle. And he paid the guy, he sold it to him for $100, and he just gave it to me. And it's crazy. You gotta love your sons. Think about their old mans. That's pretty cool stuff. I mean, these are things that These are priceless stuff, like this X90 and that Z50RD. I mean, those are just things from a different era. This is what got me going in motorcycles, period. My very first motorcycle. And over the years, I got the little Z50s. They were always the red ones. The little RDs were, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of them. And they sold pretty quick. And they got mistakenly named the Christmas special. It was never a Christmas special. Honda did a big thing where you put up a tree and all these signs and stuff like that. And any of those that were left at Christmas, they were gone. You remember these things come out around September is when all the new model years come out. And yeah, they were gone. They didn't last through Christmas. That was it. And we'd see them when they come in for something. But it's supposed to have a red seat. And I found a cover for it, just never got around to getting it. So it needs a red seat to be complete. The Ori grips that he put on there are almost, I mean, you wouldn't, at a glance, you wouldn't know that wasn't the Honda ones. And they had these off-white side covers, little oval-shaped number plates. Anyway, I'm going to roll at that, and we'll come out here and mess with this thing in the morning, and hopefully the weather will hold out enough. Because, like I say, I'm not going to ride it in the mud. Just not going to destroy that thing. I know I can clean it. Just don't even want to get to a point to have to worry about cleaning it. It's more of a, you know, a showpiece, a memento. It's not something to go beating around on. But I will ride it, though. Anyway, off we go. Well, hello there, YouTube. Leo starts barking as soon as we come out here.
Of course.
Very wet, miserable day. Mama did a whole bunch of resting all day today. I think we all did.
Yeah.
I think we all took our little naps. I know the dogs scattered out all over everywhere.
Yeah.
All crashed out. And it's going to rain on us again.
Of course.
Found one little spot that it's not raining. That's always the way.
Always.
But anyway, need to get her out of the rain. So we'll make it short and sweet and roll out at that.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have a wonderful Sunday or Monday.
Heck yeah. Appreciate you watching.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.